Say the name Jerry Mathers, and one thing instantly comes to mind. Theodore Beaver Cleaver, the innocent, lovable boy who won a place in nearly every American household through Leave It to Beaver from 1957 to 1963. But what fewer people know is that the moment the show ended, Jerry made a deliberate decision to step away from Hollywood. This wasn't the result of some controversy, a falling out, or bitterness. It was simply the honest wish of a 15 to 16-year-old kid to live a normal life. Today, at 77, Jerry Mathers has opened up about this journey, and his story turns out to be just as heartwarming as the on-screen innocence he was once known for. When Leave It to Beaver ended in 1963, Jerry Mathers was just a teenager. The show had been the biggest part of his life. He started playing Theodore Cleaver at just 8 years old and appeared in over 200 episodes. But when the cameras stopped rolling, it wasn't a blow to Jerry at all. He told Fox News Digital himself, "It ended at the right time for me." That's a line very few Hollywood child stars ever say about their careers. Most mourn the loss of fame, but for Jerry it was a relief, the start of a new chapter. Acting was never an obsession for him. It was simply a job he'd been doing since childhood. And when that job ended, he accepted it completely, without any resentment. The biggest reason Jerry himself gave was that he wanted to live like an ordinary kid. While the show was running, Jerry had to study with a private tutor on set, and he had no time for sports or regular school activities. He said it himself. "I wanted to play sports, and of course, working at the studio, that wasn't something I was able to do. I was now able to be on the track team and football team." These small things, track team, football team, making friends at a regular school, meant a great deal to Jerry. The normalcy of it all read to him far more than the glitz of the studio. This also confirms that Jerry's stepping away from Hollywood wasn't about failure or rejection. It was a conscious, mature choice he made with remarkable wisdom for his age. Much of the credit for Jerry Mathers' healthy mindset goes to his mother, Marilyn Mathers. She herself served as president of Motion Picture Mothers, and she never pushed her son into a Hollywood career. Jerry recalled this with real warmth. "She took really good care of me. I know some other child stars had very tough lives, but I had a very good time. I never had any problems with it." This statement carries even more weight when you consider how many child stars, whose names don't even need mentioning, ended up struggling with addiction, mental health issues, or financial ruin after their fame faded. Jerry's story is entirely different, and that's largely thanks to his mother's mindset, which was focused on raising a grounded, well-balanced human being, not just a star. Away from Hollywood, Jerry gave his life a completely new direction, and a rather unique one at that. From 1966 to 1969, he served in the California Air National Guard, nicknamed the Hollywood Guard, based in Van Nuys, California. This was during the peak of the Vietnam War, and Jerry's time in the military adds an interesting twist to his story. Interestingly, a rumor spread in December 1969 claiming Jerry had been killed in the Vietnam War, when in reality, he was never stationed outside the United States and never saw combat. The rumor spread so widely that in 1980, Jerry and his co-star Tony Dow poked fun at it alongside Bill Murray on Saturday Night Live's Weekend Update segment. After his military service, Jerry Mathers decided to continue his education, another step that set him apart from the typical washed-up child star narrative. He earned a bachelor's degree in philosophy from the University of California, Berkeley, graduating in 1973. Berkeley was, at the time, one of America's most prestigious and intellectually vibrant universities, and Jerry's choice to study philosophy there shows that his thinking extended far beyond acting. He refused to let his identity be confined to Beaver. Instead, he developed himself into a well-rounded, educated individual. After graduating, the paths Jerry chose were far removed from Hollywood. He worked as a commercial loan officer at a bank, a corporate 9-to-5 life that was anything but glamorous. Later, he also worked as a real estate agent. Both of these career choices prove that leaving Hollywood wasn't just a symbolic statement for Jerry. He practically shaped his life the way an ordinary person would: a stable job, financial independence, and a predictable routine. He said himself that he enjoyed this work, but he also valued the freedom of having his own life, something that might not have been possible within Hollywood. It's important to clarify here that the phrase "left Hollywood forever" in the title is a bit misleading. Jerry Mathers never left Hollywood permanently. He simply took a break and explored his life in new ways. In the 1980s, he returned in the new Leave It to Beaver, once again playing Theodore Cleaver, this time reuniting with his original co-stars. Then in 2007, he made his Broadway debut, playing Wilbur Turnblad in the musical Hairspray at the Neil Simon Theater. This shows that Jerry never fully gave up acting. Instead, he struck a healthy balance, working when he wanted to and stepping back when he needed to. This approach sets him apart from many Hollywood stars who confine their entire identity to a single industry. In the 1990s, Jerry Mathers was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and this personal struggle gave him a new sense of purpose. Rather than hiding his condition, he used it as a platform to raise awareness for others. In 2009, he became the national spokesman for the Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacture, Heirs of America, PHRMA, and its Partnership for Prescription Assistance Program. It was a role in which Jerry genuinely put his fame to productive use, educating people about diabetes management, weight loss, and healthy living. This is the side of his personality that elevates him beyond just a nostalgic TV star into a genuine community figure. It's also worth noting that even after stepping away from Hollywood, Jerry Mathers never severed his connection with his fans. Even at 77, he regularly attends fan conventions, autograph shows, and reunions. In 2025, he had an emotional reunion with his surviving co-stars, Stephen Talbot, Jerry Weil, Luke Tiger Fafara, and Veronica Cartwright, at The Hollywood Show. He said of the occasion, "It was so wonderful to be with my friends from Leave It to Beaver. We took photos and signed autographs with the fans who were so gracious and happy to be with us." Jerry is also active on social media and responds to fan messages, many of whom tell him how the show continues to be a source of comfort. Some even say they record it in the morning and watch it at night to sleep peacefully. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, Jerry Mathers' true happiness lies in his family. He has been married 3 times, and with his current wife, Teresa, he leads a happy and stable life. He is now a grandfather, and he has embraced that role wholeheartedly. He said, "I'm a grandfather now. It's wonderful. I also have a wonderful wife, and we have a great time with the grandchildren. We get to babysit them every once in a while." This statement captures the essence of Jerry's entire story. He never let Hollywood's glamour overshadow life's real joys: family, friendship, and community. In his own words, "Life for me today is very, very good. I have Leave It to Beaver, but I can also go out and meet people." Jerry Mathers' story isn't a typical child star gone wrong tale. It's an example of someone who never let fame overtake his identity. He stepped away from Hollywood to serve in the military, pursue education,